presented on behalf of Mr. President. The first of the two memos is the approval that Council granted for the award of contracts for the 2021 emergency procurement of first and second quarters accelerated soil erosion, flood and pollution control intervention projects. I'm sure you are aware that it's an ecological project office which intervenes regularly to control soil erosion, flood, in favor of states. The Ecological Project Office receives complaints of serious threat to community and to the land. And it's instructive to note that during this administration, we have intervened in at least in 291 projects, out of which 263 have been completed and handed over to beneficiary communities and institutions, while a total of 28 are at various stages of completion. For today, the 14 projects that were approved as follow: erosion and flood control works around the Transniki Federal Housing Estate at 33 Road, Onitsha, Anambra State, for the sum of 939,135,000. 2, reinforced concrete channels in Uburu, Phase 2, Ebonyi State. This was awarded at the sum of 1.997 billion naira. Number 3 is erosion and flood control project for Ado Ekiti, Ekiti South, West, and Ilejemeje and Oye local government area of Ekiti State for 1,015 million. The first one, that's the one for the erosion and flood control works around the Transniki Federal Housing Estate in Onitsha. Has 6 months completion period. The one in Ebonyi State has 18 months completion period, while the erosion and flood control proposed for Ado Ekiti and Ekiti Southwest has a completion period of 14 months. Then there's also included the flood and erosion control / road improvement works at Adeboyeseidowu in Ogumasho for 978 million naira with a completion period of 18 months. There's flood and road control works along Ugodu, Wadu Road, Anocha Northwest in Delta State with a completion period of 6 months for the sum of 938 million. There's also the gully erosion control at Okonkwa community in Ovia Northeast, Edo State for a sum of 878 million with a completion period of 18 months. Then there's Lassa Town flood and erosion control works, Asikra, Uba local government in Borno State for 844 million naira with a completion period of 12 months. Then we have the flood control at Dike in Alagano, Bade local government in Yobe State for a sum of 1,097,000,000 with a completion period of 18 months. And we have flood control through the construction of Palankawa Dam and its appurtenant structures for irrigation at Gamasa Ajingi local government in Kano State for 632 million with a completion period of 8 months. We have construction of drainages, culverts, environment and land reclamation in Uno, Raba constituency, Sokoto State, and that is going for the sum of 552 million with a completion period of 12 months. Then there's the Gusotan Gully erosion works in Zamfara State. Has been awarded for 879 million in 16 months completion period. Then there's the erosion flood control and road improvement works at Otukpo in Benue State. The contract sum is 931 million and the completion period is 6 months. There's also the erosion control and road improvement works from Wassa to Gude Central FCT in phase 2 of the FCT Abuja for a sum of 2,279,000,000 naira and 32,000, and it has a completion period of 14 months. And then there is supply. Finally, there is supply and installation of 18-meter 250 kg flameless and odorless diesel-powered incinerator to National Hospital in Abuja for the sum of 139 million with a delivery period of 6 months. Now, you note that these projects are divided across the six geographical zones. We have 2 in the southeast, 2 in the southwest, 2 in the south-south, northeast has 2, northwest has 3, north center and FCT has 3. The only thing I want to add here is that most of these projects, when completed, they are handed over to the beneficiary communities. It could be states, it could be local government. But the intervention of the Ecological Project Office is massive and it's huge. And if we can complete 261 in 6 years, what that shows is that an average of about 40 or more every year. The other memo, which is of equal importance, which was presented, on behalf of Mr. President, is the memo seeking approval for the award of contract for the provision of various agricultural input and equipment for the National Youth Farmer Scheme. As you are aware, we have the National Youth Farmer Scheme under the National Agricultural Land Development Authority. And here 4 contracts were awarded, total sum of 1,393,000,000 naira, and with various completion periods. The first is Moonlink. Sorry, the first is provision of farmer inputs such as seeds, cuttings, planting materials, agrochemicals, fertilizers, growth enhancers, aflasafe for 3,000 hectares in Abia, Adamawa, Borno, Gombe, Ekiti, Imo, Jigawa, Katsina, Kebbi, Niger, Osun, Yobe, and Enugu states. And that is for the sum of 313 million and this should be delivered in 2 weeks' time. The second is supply of tractors, plows, ridgers, disc arrows, hydraulic tripping trailers, logistics and deliveries to selected states such as Kaduna, Katsina, Kebbi, Osun, and Jigawa states. While the third is purchase of land preparation equipment. And this involves 11 massive Ferguson tractors, 11 3-disc plows, 11 4-disc riggers, 11 20-disc arrows, and 11 number hydraulic tipping trailer for Kaduna, Katsina, Kebbi, Osun, Jigawa, and Gombe states. While logistics and deliveries to selected states such as Abia, Ogun, Ekiti, Katsina, and Ebonyi states would go another 2,500,000. And the last contract under this, in this paper is the professional and technical enhancement for the National Youth Farmer Scheme in Ogun, Ekiti, Abia, Imo, Adamawa, Cross Rivers, Katsina, Jigawa, Kebbi, and Kogi, Borno, and River states for the sum of 213 million with a completion period of 1 week, totaling 1,393,650,425,000. Now, the significance of this contract is that the federal government is once again reiterating the emphasis it's put on agriculture and how we want agriculture not just to be, big land, owners or land, big farmers, but to encourage even our youth to go into agriculture. I'm sure you all recall that yesterday Mr. President went to launch the rice pyramid. And the good thing about the Anchor Borers program is that it relies heavily on small farmholders rather than big companies. And it has benefited about 3 million small farmholders. And the food security of this country actually depends on when we take charge of our production. And the federal government is not just investing or promoting rice, it's promoting 23 other crops. And this is another example of how we are trying to penetrate down to encourage our farmers, our young people to own land. We give them land, we prepare the land for them, we also give them equipment, and fertilizers and other agri products to ensure that we have food security. Thank you very much.